Well, I've got a major red alert to share with you guys today. As you know, Donald Trump recently had an assassination attempt on his life, and by the grace of God and a freaking miracle, that bullet skimmed his ear rather than go straight into his head because he made a last-second move of the head. This is a freaking miracle, and I am thankful to God for that, and we need to keep Donald Trump in our prayers. But the bottom line here, is there the possibility of another assassination attempt on Donald J. Trump? Well, to answer that, all we have to do is look at the mainstream media, who is now showing their entire deck of cards, and they're out there stating very openly, well, there is an Iranian plot against Donald J. Trump, and they want to kill him. How convenient for the radical Democrats that actually want Joe Biden dead. And I'm against all violence, by the way, all of it, absolutely all of it. But there are people out there who literally do want him dead, and we need to make sure he's covered in prayer. And right now, it would be so convenient for these radicals to say, oh, he's dead, let's blame it on Iran, and bam, ignite World War III. This would be insanity, right? I mean, there's so much going on. Not only that, but I've got bombshell information from Dan Bongino about how a Secret Service director was told to shut their mouth regarding certain details that happened in the original assassination. I'm going to start with that. Let's go to thewesternjournal.com. Secret Service director allegedly told to keep quiet after mistake on roof with Trump shooter, according to Bongino. Former Secret Service agent Dan said he was informed by an unimpeachable source that the rooftop where Thomas Crook shot at former President Donald Trump on Saturday was supposed to be manned, but that person never showed up. Interesting. He then told the panel the Biden administration and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas threatened to fire Secret Service Director Kimberly Sheathel if she ever told anyone about these erroneous lapses. According to my sources, that roof was supposed to be a police post. There was supposed to be someone there, he said. They're now making up excuses saying the pitch of the roof was sloped, so they didn't man the station. My source says to me that no one knows why the post didn't show up. But so that's a nonsense story they're putting out in the media. And I was told that the Secret Service director has been given instructions from the administration and DHS secretary. If you want to keep your job, you'll keep your mouth shut about this. Kind of get this weird feeling that someone may have been involved from the inside. Obviously not all of them. There's good people and there's bad people, but maybe they need to look within the agency to see what the hell really went on. And we're not going to get a legit actual investigation from the FBI or the DOJ. Alejandro Mayorkas reported, according to Dan Bongino, told them to keep quiet about the guy who was supposed to be posted on that roof and then didn't show up. And what's interesting is the bogus answer that we've been given. If you look at the sniper that was protecting Donald J. Trump, and I didn't pull up the photos, but if you look at that, his roof was far more slanted than the roof that the nasty shooter was on, right? Big diff. This is just a freaking excuse and a cover-up for something bigger. Now, before I go on, just a quick break from my sponsor. Now, we have been told our entire lives that wrinkle creams are the way to look younger. But now one doctor says that that's nothing but old news. According to Dr. John Lake, the world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, most wrinkle fixes on the market are nothing but glorified moisturizers. Well, recently, Dr. Lake has focused his attention away from mainstream cosmetic practices. Why? Well, so that he can focus directly on anti-aging revolutionary breakthroughs. Now, his clients have dubbed this do-it-yourself technique the age rewinder method because it can take years and even decades off of your appearance in 2 minutes' time. In light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lake has released a step-by-step video to the public where he outlines exactly how to use simple solutions from home. Now, if you want to check it out, all you have to do is go to bhmd1.com/haven. That's bhmd1.com/haven. Lisa.com/Haven to watch that video. And if you want more information, you can click in the description box below. There's a link down there. Or if you're on your cell phone, click that more button to get more information, but you're not going to want to miss it out, as this product has been life-changing for me personally. All right, back to the broadcast. So definitely something deeper is going on here with this entire thing that happened the first round with Donald J. Trump, where Secret Service is reportedly told to keep quiet about a missing guy who was supposed to be at work that day and didn't show up. Somebody needs to find out who that person is. And we need to get a detailed investigation, not from the DHS or the FBI, but from somebody who isn't politically biased. Hopefully you guys watched my report yesterday. But with that, let's dive in to this potential second assassination attempt on the life of Donald J. Trump. And I'm actually going to go to New York Times, one of their sources, because I want you to see what they're posting, right? U.S. detected potential Iranian plot to kill Trump, separate from Saturday's shooting. American intelligence agencies were tracking an Iranian threat even before the attack on former President Donald J. Trump, but officials said the two are unrelated. So obviously, the white 20-year-old at this time has nothing to do with Iran, at least according to the information we have now. So thus far, they're not related, right? So this is a separate thing, is what they're claiming at this time. And it says, the Trump campaign was informed in passing by the Secret Service of the general uptick in threats against Trump, but was not made aware of any specific dangers related to the Iranian individuals or groups, according to a person briefed on the interactions between the campaign and Secret Service. It was not clear if anything Mr. Trump himself was told. It goes on. The intelligence that prompted the warning was new, okay, but consistent with previous threat information against lower-level current and former U.S. officials, according to officials informed about the matter. The intensifying campaign season with increasing frequent public rallies offered more opportunities for an attack. Several national security officers said that although the threat was taken seriously, it did not appear from the intelligence to be fully developed. Officials would not discuss how they had come by the information, but said that their conclusion was drawn from multiple strands of intelligence collected by multiple agencies that were not clear until they were all put together in a single picture. While Iran has targeted Americans before, trying to assassinate a former president now running for his old office would be a dramatic escalation that could risk war. There it is. So U.S. officials were trying to determine if it was merely aspirational or if there was a concrete plan. The Iranian threat stemmed from Tehran's long-standing desire to take revenge for the strike ordered by Mr. Trump in 2020 that killed Major General Hassan Soleimani, the Iranian security and intelligence commander responsible for the deaths of 100 American troops in Iraq over the years. It concludes, Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of Homeland Security, there's that name again, hinted at a threat emanating from overseas during a briefing on Monday at the White House. His name just keeps coming back up. And let me tell you, Alejandro Mayorkas isn't pro-Trump. In fact, he's the very anti-pro-Trump. He's very pro-Biden and very against Donald J. Trump. So is Christopher Wray. So is freaking Merrick Garland. And, of course, Alejandro Mayorkas. If these reports are true that Dan Bongino is telling us about the Secret Service being told to be quiet, somebody needs to look in the legitimacy of Mr. Mayorkas, who is now saying Iran wants to kill Donald J. Trump. I can't help but shake this feeling. I have a lot more that I want to say. And I'm going to tell you what. For the rest of this report, I'm going to take it to restrictedrepublic.com. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And I'm just going to expand a little bit on it, but get to restrictedrepublic.com, sign up today to see the last little bit of this video, because there's only so much I can say, right? So use the coupon code Trump47. I'm going to extend it, get it for $2.99 per month for 3 years. And by the way, you can cancel whenever you want. It's free for 14 days. On top of that, you won't even be charged for 14 days. I hope to see you over there for the rest of this report. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.